Hello Red Devils, MUFC Legend here, and I'm back again in the video. So Manchester United, we drew 1-1 against Spurs, and that match, we could have won. Unfortunately, due to individual mistakes and possibly the starting lineup as well, a couple of errors in the players' selection, we did end up drawing 1-1, but we could have won, in my opinion. I think, David De Gea, he should have saved it, 100% he should have saved that shot, because the David De Gea we all know is a world-class keeper, and the David De Gea that we've been seeing this season, and even the back end of last season, is not the David De Gea that we all know, because he made too many mistakes. I'm not sure what's happened to him. I thought he'd be fresh and ready to go, but unfortunately, David De Gea, the mistakes have been adding up, and it's only a matter of time before we can say, okay, David De Gea has passed it. He's past his peak. But I don't want to say that. It pains me to say that because David De Gea, he's carried us on his back for many years. He's been, absolutely rock solid for us. He's been that player that we can rely on, when times get hard. But unfortunately, in these times, David De Gea has made, made too many mistakes, in my opinion, for me to call it, just a blip. Maybe that he's just coming out of the peak. I'm not sure what's happened to him. But anyways, Maguire should not have stood there and watched Bergwijn run past him. Maguire should have done something. He gave him too much space. And Maguire, he needs to start just defending in one-on-one situations much better than he has been doing. Because, if it was a big team, Champions League final, and Maguire did that, we'd all be on his backs, because Maguire, we know he's a good defender, but he needs to step it up. We don't see Van Dijk, getting dribbled past just that easily. So Maguire needs to step it up for us. But yeah, so those two individual mistakes from Maguire and obviously David De Gea's big costly mistake that cost us a goal, we need to limit. But also Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team selection. As soon as Paul Pogba and Nemanja Matic and Mason Greenwood came on, we looked like a completely different team. We looked like a world-class team. We were getting shots, we were creating chances. Paul Pogba was fantastic. Greenwood running at the players was really good. And Nemanja Matic's dictatorship of the game, his reading of the game is second to none. In my opinion, Matic is the best central defensive midfielder we have. Fred has been really good this season. Don't get me wrong. I've praised Fred. Fred has been amazing. But in terms of dictatorship and controlling the game, I don't think Fred has that in him. I think Nemanja Matic is a much better player in terms of controlling a game. So this lineup is based on all of those factors. And I think this lineup, I've changed the formation again for you because a lot of comments in the last video in the predicted lineup was the formation was wrong. I went with the 4-4-2 diamond, which obviously, in hindsight wasn't the right choice. So in this lineup, hopefully I get it right. So let me get straight into the team. David De Gea, I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will drop him, just from that one mistake, because he did obviously, follow that up with a fantastic save from Son's header. So David De Gea in goal. Luke Shaw, I thought the first half Luke Shaw wasn't that good, but second half he stepped it up. Centre back Harry Maguire, and I want to see Eric Bailly start. Nothing against Lindelof, Lindelof's good, but I want to see Maguire and Eric Bailly's partnership. I want to see how they play together, and it's against Sheffield United, who are a decent footballing team. So I would like to see Eric Bailly start. Right back Wan-Bissaka. Defensively, again, he was outstanding. But in terms of the attacking third, Wan-Bissaka really needs to work on his passing, in my opinion. His passing yesterday wasn't acceptable enough. It was way too many balls, wayward, going out for throw-ins, getting intercepted. So Wan-Bissaka does need to work on his passing and his final third play. But defensively, Wan-Bissaka was fantastic. I don't remember any player getting past him in the match. And then the midfield I'm going to go with, popular demand as well from you guys. So Paul Pogba, I thought, he changed the game when he came out against Spurs. He was absolutely fantastic. And we should be starting Paul Pogba, in my opinion. I don't really care that he's come back from a long injury. Paul Pogba has to be starting for us. He's our best midfielder by miles. And we saw that yesterday. Him and Fernandes' link-up was absolutely incredible to see. So I want to see Paul Pogba start. And even if you can take him off in the 50th minute, he will provide us with so much more creativity in the first 50 minutes that we could potentially obviously end the game in the 50 minutes, and then we can take him off and rest him and give him a rest because of the injury. But I think Paul Pogba should be starting for us at any cost, and I think he should have started against Spurs. And then alongside him, Nemanja Matic, he was fantastic. He's been incredible for us this season. And statistics also show that whenever Nemanja Matic has started for us, our win percentage is higher than when Nemanja Matic has not started for us. So that speaks for itself. And also yesterday you could clearly see the impact that Matic made and allowing Paul Pogba and Fernandes that freedom to go forward. Whereas, when Fred and McTominay were playing, we were very conserved in the midfield, and we kept losing the ball. Fred and McTominay's passing wasn't that really good compared to Paul Pogba and Nemanja Matic. So Nemanja Matic, in my opinion, he has to start. He provides so much balance to this team that it's just there for everyone to see. And then in the number 10 position, it has to be Bruno Fernandes. He was man of the match yesterday on MUTV. The whole game, Bruno Fernandes was trying new things, passing. He was trying to make things work. But the other players like Fred, McTominay, even Rashford, to be honest, they weren't on the same wavelength as Fernandes. Fernandes is just a level above, just like Paul Pogba in terms of quality. And the other players, they need to step it up, in my opinion, because the tricks and flicks that Fernandes was doing was really progressive. But then it was just getting intercepted when it comes to the touches or even passing by Fred, McTominay, Rashford, and even Martial. Martial yesterday, he did nothing, to be honest, and he needs to work on it. And second half, when Pogba came on, Martial had a few more chances and he looked better. So there was no service into Martial, so we need to ensure that Martial does get the service he requires. Obviously, Marcus Rashford will start. There's no doubt about it. But the right wing position, personally, I would drop Daniel James and I would start Mason Greenwood. When he came on, he was taking players on. He was running past them with ease. The shot that he did at the end, I thought that went in. I was so excited, but unfortunately, it was a tight angle for him. So Mason Greenwood, in my opinion, he has to start ahead of Daniel James for us. Daniel James, because of his pace, we should bring him on when teams get tired, as an impact player off the bench. But I think, in my opinion, Mason Greenwood should be starting for us now. He has shown many times that he is capable of starting for Manchester United. So Solskjaer should start Mason Greenwood. And then up front, I don't think Ighalo will start. So Anthony Martial up front. So this is the team that I would like to see play against Sheffield United. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So David De Gea, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial. So let me know what you think about this team in the comments below. Please like, subscribe. It's been MUFC Religion and I'll see you guys later.